I now pronounce it to be the best season of the year. Hello everyone, welcome to autumn. I'm trying out a new lipstick. Tell me if it doesn't work, I'm not sure yet. But either way, I will be telling you what I read in August and what I'm planning to read in September. Now, I sort of skipped last month's wrap up and TBR, mostly because I didn't really read anything in August. I read very little compared to my regular reading schedule, mostly because I started studying and that took a lot of my time. But I'm still going to go through what I read. Now, the first book that I finished in August was The Summer of Jodi Perez by Emmy Spalding, which was a really, really cute LGBT contemporary filled with fashion and burgers and had some of the most amazing side characters and also the main characters, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I've been reading that one all summer, so I just literally read the last couple of pages. The second book that I finished was Within the Sanctuary of Wings by Mary Brennan, which is the 5th book in the A Natural History of Dragons series, which I really liked. This book had a huge plot twist that really threw me, and I spent most of the month reading it. But I liked it. It grew on me. Yeah, I'm not going to reveal anything else because it is the 5th book in a series. What did I read next? The next and last book that I read in August was The Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames, I think. And I gave that one 5 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5 stars, let's go with that. And I really, really loved it. It's about a group of middle-aged bandits who basically have gone into retirement, they have families, and they have to get the band of bandits back together. And it's brilliantly written, except for certain bits which I wasn't the biggest fan of, which is mostly how you could tell it was written by a guy. You could tell. But other than that, I thought he did really well. He tried. And I thought that the approach to this medieval fantasy was brilliant, and I really appreciated it. Yeah, you can judge me. 3 books. Let's move on to September. Now, I've already read, like, what, 3 books in September? I mean, I've been finishing them up at the end of August, and I finished them in September. To sort of celebrate the end of the summer, I read Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow, which I gave a complete 5 out of 5 stars. The second book that I finished is I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones. I'm not sure what I think about this book. I'm not sure. And the last book that I have finished so far in September is The Glass Sentence by S.E. Grove, which I give a very surprising 5 out of 5 stars to. Now for my rest of September TBR. So there's a couple of different things that I would like to tackle in September. I would like to read books that focus on dark academia. I would like to read maybe thrillers. I am going to be participating in the Royal Readathon. So the Royal Readathon is a readathon that is created by Era in Books and Busy. So the first challenge for the Royal Readathon is to read a book with a male protagonist, and for that I will be attempting to read Taliesin by Stephen R. Lawhead, which is a book that has been on my TBR for years. It's the first book in the series that documents that follows Merlin and Arthur's story. Yeah, I've never gotten to it because it is really dense, so I'm not sure how good I'm gonna be at this one. We'll see. The next next challenge in that series is to read a book about women fighting for power. And for that, I will probably be reading A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Rosianne A. Brown. And I will be reading the same book for the next challenge, which is to read a book set in a queendom. I'm not sure if I have any other books that fit those two challenges in my list, but if I do find out while reading them, I will shuffle things around a little bit. The fourth challenge is to read a book with a royal romance, and for that I will be reading Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. And the last challenge is to read a book with a royal word in the title. And for that I have a couple of options. I'm going to be reading American Royals by Catherine McGee, and lastly Duke by Default by Elisa Cole. So, you know, hopefully I can shuffle things around, make things more even, but those are all of the books that I'm planning to read in that time period. Now for the Dark Academia. For the Dark Academia, I have a couple of books that I would like to get to. The first one is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm going to get to this. You can see it's a physical book, so I've had it on my TBR for ages. But it's so dense. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet about this one. The next one is the next thing that I would like to get to, the next book is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which I would get on audiobook or ebook, but it's very, very dark academia and I really want to get to it because I'm very excited about it. And the third one that I would like to get to is Truly Devious, which is written by Maureen Johnson. I would also like to get to Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahuri, and also The Rook by Daniel O'Malley, which are both quite fantastical, slightly darker books, and I really like the aesthetic color scheme of this book because it fits what I'm wearing a little bit, and I want to cosplay this. Then I would also like to get to a couple more books because I can't be stopped, and for some reason I think I can read everything this month, which you know how my August went, so we'll see. I would like to read The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed, and I would also like to read Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi. I would also like to read a couple more books. I would like to read The Lost Future of Pepper Harrow by Natasha Pulley, and I would like to read Timeless by Gail Carriger. I would like to get to the next installment in my Jodie Taylor series, which is about disaster-prone historians. And I would like to get to the next book, the second book in the Deborah Harkness series. One second. Shadow of Night. Yeah. And maybe also the second book in the Invisible Library series. We'll see. Yeah, I know. So many books. I'm gonna keep studying as well. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm very excited about the Royal Readathon, and I'm also excited to read some Dark Academia. I'm gonna have to prioritize. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will speak to you soon.